Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I am in the third part of our discussions about the verse of the Quran, which was, the first one come to the Musa, peace be upon him, because when Musa wants to tell the people about the life of Akhirat and the life of this dunya, he wants to explain to the people to know what is your situation, your condition is and would be. So this was this verse when I mentioned it in the before break, and then I would like to translate it now for you. So, but as I said, this is just as a Quran repeated for us that the same things. Allah said and about this verse is whoever does evil in Quran okay, his follower in his Quran verified for believer. The meaning is, O my people, verily this present life is but an enjoyment, and surely the hereafter that is the permanent home. Ya qawmi innama hazil hayat ad-dunya mata. Whoever does evil, he will not be requited except in the like of it. And whoever does good out of male or female, and he is a believer, then those will enter the garden. They will be given sustenance and without reckoning or counting. بغير حساب. However, our subject is about the number 5th column of detailed declaration of faith, the day of the last day, Yawm al-Akhir. Now we understand that the last day or end of life, and there is no breathing after that, no way that we are like that, physically cannot even one more day. If we are after breathing, we would be bad, because the way is quickly after the person dying has to quickly meet the grave. Other than that, we know that it's come out a lot of smell and lots of things. So that's why it's a continuation life, and here life of permanent has to be not wait. Like for example, to line, if you want to line the electricity, if you wait for a long time, what happened? So if you see the two line quickly, because they be dark other side, not wait to dark. The light has to be always, if to cut line quickly has to tighten. But the tight is it, that one is the barzakh time, that one is the grave time, that was the person after breathing has to be continued. So Yawm al-Akhir is the day, end of the day, and then the continuation of life, of permanent life. So a believer must be ready for such a process. Everyone, no matter, has to be ready. And Allah commanded in many verses in Quran. He gave us very obvious warning, to to be ready, to not forget. Not forget. Anybody forget their end of their life, he must be out of law. He is he has no mind, no heart, no perception, nothing. That's why the beauty of our deen is to remember the hereafter, because that's the permanent life. Continuation of this life is. In Quran, very obvious saying that about regard of death and about the last day and the continue of the next day, next life, in chapter 3, verse number Surah Al-Imran, I think 185. Allah mentioned it, commanded very strongly, and saying then, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, كل نفس ذائقة الموت وإنما توفون أجوركم يوم القيامة فمن زحزح عن النار وادخل الجنة فقد فاز وما الحياة الدنيا إلا متاع الغرور. Subhanallah. I start here, but it is a lot of other things after that. I would like to translate for you, saying every person is going to taste the death, period. No matter is he king, he is slave, or he is any life, creature, animals, any. In fact, you will be paid in full your reward on the day of the awakening, Yawm al-Akhir. Then whoever is removed far away from the fire and made to enter to the garden, he indeed has attained success, and the life of this world is nothing but a provision of vanities. These were the promise of Allah, but in the end of the day of Yawm al-Akhir. Quranic verses also is very, give us entirely warning sometime. It is, be careful. How long you are running with your, shaitanic temptation? Stop. Think about it. How long you will be? Your father, your grandfather, who stay there? Everybody meet the Yawm al-Akhir. Everybody. No one. But the reward, how, for we suffering, and those suffering we do by our own. Other than that, there is no suffering for the believer, because the one who is not believe proper or not remember the Yawm al-Akhir or the permanent life from hereafter, he does everything. He does everything. He's go by the thing that is, this is the life, we have to enjoy it. This life is not for enjoyment, unfortunately. But this is the most I heard, you heard, everybody, that this life is just as enjoyment. Take advantages. Do not let them to be take us for to be pale, to be upset, to be down. No, is not upset. The person is not be mad, is not be sad, but just as not also to be go more for sin. is not right. Every moment in this life is just like a coal of fire. Any around you talk to see or look or do, the fire is around you, is burn you. But how the person is safe? The person has a good faith, has iman, has to be as a good mu'min, as a good to be as a good believer. Believer for what? Believer for the declaration of faith. Again, declaration of faith is one is the brief, one of the detail. The brief is just like you saying by your tongue and believe it in your mind, aqlan. But sometimes some people maybe is by heart too, but some people, but still in aql, in a mind is enough that you get it to not be mindless to reject it, but still that's good. But the most good, most better is to be believed in by heart. So the 5 objects of the belief declaration is that believe in Allah, and also about the take Ramadan, take Salat, pray, and Hajj and Zakat. But the detail is the one who want to be a very complete and perfect Muslim. There will be no doubt about it. How we be not doubt about it? To understand. How to understand must have explained them for them or for her. To must like why Yawm al-Akhir, for what? Or messengers, why for messenger we believe? Why we believe in books? Why we believe in for the prophethood? So if the person is gave all answer for those questions, why and what also, definitely the person is agree and accept it as to be as good as a person and is a very beneficiary, because this life is nothing, like Allah mentioned it, and at the same time we are not alive forever. We taste the death quickly, no matter. It depends of their destiny. But anyway, so far I thought about I read all about from Quran. Now also I should not forget the word of Prophet, peace be upon him, also about today's our subject was Yawm al-Akhir. He mentioned it also Yawm al-Akhir for 3 things, for many things, but 3 things I found in so one of the hadith, one of the book said, Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawm al-akhir falyukrim jara wa man kana yu'min billahi wal yawm al-akhir falyam zayfatu. In this is also a Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam about the good things that you have in a good day and the last, saying that is whoever believe in God and the last day, let him honor to the neighbors, to be good with the neighbors, and also whoever believe in good and the last day, let him honor to their guest. It means guest, when you come to their home, you have to be considered as a honor persons, and let them to be very happy and make him respect all about. So this is because if you do that one, and will be the end of the day, will be not too problem. Other than that, when the take of the breath from nafs die, it is horrible times. Anyway, Allah will save us for all about shaitanic temptation or about, because the Satan is our enemy. May Allah save us. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.